appreciate children, share church work ahead of taking it, and welcome out this first within the kind of earlier, and when I good you full event, but we'd have ended in Major Semester from August 5 till December 6, time early 7, I'm sure. And Bob's up earlier, it's been right there, and Bob's like a drinker, and Andrew kicked the ha, so guys, even with you, it's always a thing. Andrew home. Appreciate you interview with Mark, found out going to be in England. Tried to wait a gear, but we visit him here. But we want to happy morning. Appreciate your support, courage of our person, the whole city. Mentioned Luke chat this we get to move through the God Luke, great to this. I struggled morning, I'll tell you versely. Really today you had 4 minutes for so one. Don't pay only 4 as long. Just follow with me this in Luke 8, read the Luke chapter beginning 20 Bible, arriving through the greens we're against slowly. Now I need something this there is a lot of debate discussion for exactly what and there's significant discussion because the word serene, get it, result, and the easy exchange I think all is tell you that on the gap they had ethnic influence. If I do this, where are you? You'd say, well, I'm sitting in church, what problem? Say, no, physically, are you this? Some of you over in Berg. Say, we're Sellersburg. Some of you it's Clarkie. Some of you are in India. Some of you were in Medlool. Most of you and I are in Sellersburg. That's more important. And I want to make we understand that it's a problem. Muscles in Mintville. That exciting. I did that either. Sign walking to Seville. Wow. In Seville. About that. Different ethnic groups, different, and different. They print words differently for the time. Y'all can't imagine just north of Louisville, Kentucky. Y'all north of Louisville? Louisville. We in the team, right? So let this be if you're studied Bible, the Gad or in the East Gal. In fact, in know everything maps are the Gad tooth place, and I think Lee and Dill store pen maybe in read far more just a geographical read. So dive on the Gal there, and he went to and there certain shadows along this possessed devils. No scripture tells us that don't pay over this. Even possessed a lamb. He wore clothes or boats, but he too lived him dead at Mater. And what Jesus cried down before the loud said, why did Jesus God die? But see for me not. See, the devil, demons, who Jesus is. They don't die that he's the very God. It's the only and not the Jesus God. Commanded cleans the command for times and called was killed with and fed with bread, and he driven by his man had hoarded ideas for many years. He'd been captured local and he the chains and lived in it because the one people in Malone as mobile Jews go into Mater because in Mater declared clean to go through the process and clean before you back to God worship. Most don't like go to Mater. Matter of fact, if you away. For a some of you avoid go to Mater because you like it. You know you kind of some of you don't want to sin because of pain. Then live among dead as he would welcome among living. Jesus says your name. He says because men. And they thought that he could go in deep. And there were heard many feeding mountain him that he offered them to them. Jesus led him to the pigs. He like pig. Verse 3 says, devils were man, the swans that ran down deep place of the lake choke. When fed all and they fled. They thought, it was fled and was going in the city in the tree. And they thought was and they came Jesus. Found a man of the devil parted, eating at just clothes in his rind. They which told what means was the devil healed. The whole country gathered around him, sought to part them, for they were with fear and up and dip and rebacking. Now the devil parted thought that he'd go with. Jesus said, send his saying, return on him and show great things God done, and his way published the whole sea of great things Jesus said to him. Obviously, I struggled this week up with this title theme. First thought what I would today about ham. You know what? The first occurrence the ham. Right? Jesus, the devil, the swan, your devil. Ham. I for sure just today about ham. I thought it was saying, did you ever express pig? I blew that, didn't it? I don't understand this. Well, because did one of those things. Pig. We don't pigs. Sir. You know the dollars I did her from a to a couple thousand. How big it was. I do know is they off the day deep. Cincinnati is called cop. That was its normal name. In Cincinnati, every have the flying pig marathon and flying pig. Since they're ever kind of like dirt horses or grateful, you go down Cincinnati, see a big pig on a display there. The flying pig of the centennial celebration of pig in Portland, now Cincinnati. But where it gets interesting is in 1969, Susie. I was Neil Strong's about Handleman. I was a turn for, and the east side, see they were remodeling, trying to build a road. And trying to build a road, they discovered magnificent and got urgency that had been by time. I got inside the remains of inch. They found a beautiful mosaic, string in pig lie. And the church in the there indicated east side of this mosaic top that showed literally pig careened the cliff to the south. And the story did a little bit of work. It covered the city. That church flourished on a arrived, and then it kind of way more around 6th. The church redated, and we have on the east side of this Kurt Nash Park with ancient ruins discovered 46 years ago on the side of Galilee with Zeus, the 3rd century. Straight pigs because King old. But that's not a good title. So primary title 2 better. This one about the do it myself. They did in this fast in there. Y'all read. Did you know a long text and start getting the G? Well, your name because we're and by don't into water, cast out deep. Demons they don't water. But what first demons when they get pigs? Cast off a cliff who water. Make any ever know people do things else they winners do for. Have you read out this sure and you look at the story of the devil and he had. I'm going to be God. I'm going to I want my I to be God. And God cast out of heaven. Story old of Grandma Grant in the Philippines ago. The crowd was so to be doing the mom was not able to help with she left. Any late to keep up energy with a child. The mom oh girl, Grandma hold on. I to do myself. Find her to get on ahead, slid the hills under fence in an gate, and was greatly injured before the keeper get the subdued. All she wanted her own day. You know, society in American culture, much like we want to do it all. Hold our own. I wanted that we need help. We admit we are not complete within ourselves. We are so we don't need from anybody. We don't need order cities. We don't need to guide in any way or form. We own and we're good ourselves. I thought, there's a certain some. A lot of people call him of Jesus because they blinded themselves. A lot of people let Jesus save because they can save themselves. That is said to this our side. It's kind of didn't. I thought of a third title. We might about the day shale. Imagining that herd of swan through the punch to had a day shale. That thank you to the water liquid. Not y'all further than that anymore. All right. Notice wine. Number one, you understand that unwished and unwished laws are bid none be eat pork. And if you're going to eat pork, don't rig. This menu culture bake free. Now, good news in the blacks, we're clean hot, but God's clean, not clean, okay, bake cake. They're excited over that. We're good. Here we go. Men amazing sign in college Old Testament. Jesus puts a business hair. There are many people who have written terror, critic Jesus, destroy the life of the raised pig. I can imagine condemn Jesus. Exactly. That's just our mind. Our people feel there's a proper Jesus. I'm very today. Just had to this animal, at least to take Jones at all Bible said he cast thousands. All below him. Let's verify side Jesus. Jesus was eating out. The demons belong there any more than the animals did. Jesus making it to me that this don't in that end more than work in that room. Solve two problems with one vision. Then first the pigs destroy themselves. There's a great deal about this in this commentary. Well, it put in Jew and red pig probably has Greeks. We're not Jewish. Probably got they were there to make a book or two black kid reaching out Greek to Jews. Well, they in the read either way wrong. He's this liquid supply day heading out of the say day eastern of the Galilee. Honestly, that all sermons might get chin. Y'all were original ones. 4,000 days. I want to look different. Happen sinners for what happens when Jesus entered. I want you to couple this morning on week because I knew we'd lot of this is a sermon, one message. You need attention to it. I want you to differ what happens when sinners sin versus when Jesus enters. First off, I just see the difference between violence and peace. Now, what happened? Man is filled with demons. Well, it says he was himself. It says he among them. The Bible said break chains, fetters, and bound. The Bible was told that he was among head, violent. Oftentimes, he would catch your head, and they went with their cheers and come with Thor, would Corman, like seen in the beast, they go at peace. I mean, they hit this because fear, chain up. He would break chains. I'm going to tell you today, the devil influences more than anything else. The vice in our day is to link to the influences of the enemy, influence God. Because when there's always Jesus, there is peace. Notice that. When man is filled with Jesus and not the demons, he's calm. He's in his mind. He's close. And he's dying to Jesus. I think a lot of our side is in peace. Let me be acute aware of going on our cut day and say this emphatically. The only cure for violence in our side is the gospel of peace. And Jesus Christ, Prince of Peace, will never have peace. That's why we need to realize that preaching gospel of peace. The whole struggle is a tune sophisticated. That anything about being a tune sophisticated. No, the gospel is the hope of our society. And I want something to believe them politician, good, bad, different, either party or any political person bring peace or sad taken. Comes from principles. Notice when Jesus told him what happened. Jesus said the bike see this man a deep problem. Now I recognize there are people who have emotional issues or psychological problems and sexual needs, and I'm not said they all just get saved and say good things. There are who struggle with violence, who speak birth. I get listen to me fully. This man even sin always causes violence and pain. When Jesus came in, he found peace. I love the verse. See that? Now the man whom verse 30, the man, the devil hearted, so he might be Jesus. What Jesus? Man, Jesus, he did let go. That's what happened a couple verses before. Right? He's sitting up, his dress calm, and he says, right mind. Now, just saved and you're going to smith. But I thought when you got Jesus, when you worship with, find a peace the word can't or it can't understand. So one of the differences when comes in is and one of them comes in east. Let me just here. You notice and the peace. Come to the peace. But the pigs, they get it swine died. I don't know if technical term or not. They killed themselves. They ran on into the place one first. Devil, no. I don't know if that's the word or not. I saw we right to that. Hopefully that's enough. Can I something in your mind? Always cause violence and danger. You start thinking of something you know wrong, welling something to sin, it'll upset you. That's what in your hands, your heart, your feet. All causes violence, damage. But just always delivers what he is. He peace. I think there's a very important principle too. This between Jesus between death and life. Now this is living the one he could get from because he was clean. He cared. He was dirty, defiled. He was living among the because that's where he left alone. And maybe he ought to feed there enough he died. Who knows? The devil always leads that near death. He destroys our testimony. He destroys integrity. He destroys witness. He tests as if of the dead. But what happens when Jesus comes in? He's at the Jesus. Third, I tell, sitting at the Jesus in his mind, and everybody else is afraid. What? There'd been radical changes in place. You know, if you come to Jesus Christ, you see like him. People you before are going to be saved. What happens? Jesus tests from and always calls us among the deeds, calls us to live a great here. Them stay with us. And you know, go home. How long has it been home? You reckon? Long end, he'd home. You ever thought that? You ever think about the thing keep you going home? And here, man, and deep feels so violent and ugly and broke and Sam that he lived with too. He's not welcome anymore. And a son he comes in and told home. Would you let me just moment of throw out here? Can you imagine the Mama? Who's there? It's your. I don't live in tombs anymore. I'm not in one anymore. I'm not Haynes anymore. My name just can't touch it. He'd be alive. He'd come home and tell everybody. When I come, imagine that it's hard to reach for the door. You open that little latch, pull that door back, saw a boy. Remember the 5 years out this meeting. First year clothed at night, and talk normal. The pain in his body was gone. The peace has to stand. Jesus had come. He changed me today. It's terrible, Jesus. I want to see another thing that has no doubt. I don't too much here. I think it's important that we do this. He being next, being both. Oh, Pastor, the building. This is our culture. You see that problem. You see, it's custom nowadays. It's just saying it. We're not trusted anymore. Pastor, discussing this is a time for this. There's you baby, you have to snake it. No way on that. Because if you don't care, you're going to have a problem. I think it's very appropriate for you to take a shower. I think great idea. Clean off. I think you do that. I think you're appropriate content of marriage and being naming that whoever court of God. But you know, all the men this is everywhere. Out of the con scripture. This man was aimed, seen, it's appropriate and to be around there. It's grace to sky. Demon calls, rip those up. As desire. What happened? Jesus comes in. He put clothes. And he said, what think them calls out? It's not actually Luke the word there that he clothed. It was tension purple. Why? When Jesus comes, they change. That living on the grass side. Naked is appropriate. When Jesus comes, find us clothed in our mind. Really fun this morning to just talk about the between and just know what happens, man. Living up to they can't any gospel or more vivid account how he hurt him often, how he was around cut himself back to the gospel, get very cut it, he cut often. And cutters are just filled with just perhaps thought he could deep out cut him off. We culture were cut and mutilating himself. It's regular. The logical issue, picture pain that causes self-mutilation purpose of shock. This was consumed by a demon. Didn't cut his off. That's what happened to Jesus in. The Bible is 39 verse that Jesus would do his own house. He how grace got into this. And the Bible says that he weighed pumped around the whole city how great thing Jesus done. Speaking could with sin against Jesus. Difference hurting ourselves, caring for us. One thing always is it could be centered. Thing Jesus always is close to about us. This morning, our lesson, this new is the comes into us. Tell people about Jesus. If you've delivered, if Jesus is into you, thankful, you be an evangelist. First off, morning, some need to be honest, never Jesus. This morning, you need to realize that sin has a hold in your whole life. It's not living the you're not in your sin. You're not doing these old things, but you sin at your heart. This that you have hope, misery, just caught and press in. And this you need like this, and you out this. You make it out. You need to come in. You need to let us come in place, not just different around you. What happened to you? Jesus makes the difference. This morning, usually. Pastor, I'm lost. I know sin prosper. I know. I'm just sure what you do like ever before. You not sin problem. You need his feet. You need pen. You need to understand that as a scripture read earlier, sing that this is one who is life while we're undeserved, while we're yet sinner, Christ died for us. And this morning you can know if you'll but will make very clear Jesus speaks calls to new. You can the old and be new. That's what happens when this ends. I'm going to get with me, please. You're going to come tomorrow. I'm going to chat you with the public men. I encourage this morning. That's you've ever the world that Jesus is that we should do this morning. I challenge this to understand Jesus wants to tell you. You don't understand this thing that Jesus can repent and find and ask to life. What do you do this? Do you ever time trust Jesus first? Do you remember a time where you cast in and report God for his break? Name Jesus and allow him to be your Savior. Can't clean life up and do it on strength. That's why he died while we were yet sinners. Show us we were worthy. Love you. Want you to be. If you say yes. For his call name of the Bible shall be saved. Morning, 100 confident. No, Jesus, your Savior. Just invite you to we public for response. We challenge you condition. Share this. He shares his faith as how throughout Jesus' son. This morning, Alan John. Publicly declare Jesus changed. Tomorrow we're going to get on a stand and you to lead in front. You know, there's magic coming in front. Some people, though, can stand. This world, Jesus entered it. And from the name of Jesus, I'm right now, his only can speak hearts and life of your people. Your glory alone, I pray. Calling boys and girls, you, right? Lord, one day I pray, Lord, they'll respond quickly.